Hi, everyone. This is Beth Bernstein, and we're here to talk about my new book, The Modern Guide to Antique Jewelry. And I'd like to introduce you to Dana Kiyomura, and her company's name is Kiyomura. And
Hi.
and she's a wonderful, wonderful dealer who has a space in and around the jewelry district where you can have private sessions. And she has she goes through all different periods, but some of the jewelry I always love best from her is her Victorian jewelry, because she has a modern sense of how she chooses the Victorian jewelry, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to let Dana take it away and start talking about how to wear Victorian jewelry in a modern way, and why she chooses the pieces, why she's choosing the pieces she's choosing. Take it away, Dana.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you for having me. I certainly love all periods of jewelry, as you said, and like to carry a little bit of everything. But I think that my passion really started with Victorian jewelry in earrings. And as you can see, I'm wearing kind of an older pair of Victorian earrings that have turquoise and great length. And something about Victorian earrings always is fun because they always have length and they always have movement. And I think for today's woman, when you want an earring that shows through your hair or might be a little more dramatic for different, more bold styles, you can always find a great Victorian earring. I have a couple of other options that I wanted to share. This particular one is they call hollow form, and I kind of say that it's a girandole spin-off with the different hollow form pendants that hang from the central portion. But I think that it creates like a nice voluminous look that when worn, it's just very modern in feel. And I wear Victorian earrings all day long. I don't take them off. I don't wear them just at night. I like to wear them with jeans. I like to wear them during the day. I think that they're very versatile. And I think that, a lot of women are drawn to them, especially because, as I said, they have movement. Another pair that I have just to show you also is oftentimes there was color and stones. And this one is a great option because these are garnets, which are semi-precious stones and not so expensive. That adds color and life to a gold earring that might just be a more regular gold earring. So the other thing too I wanted to mention is the price point of these types of earrings are pretty approachable. Without it's not laden with diamonds and it's not particularly high-end expensive, but it's beautifully done gold jewelry that's light and easy to wear, and also at a great price point that's approachable. And that's kind of the first. Go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's what I did want to talk about, because they all are long and they have movement and swing, but they are lightweight, right? They're easy to wear.
Very lightweight, yes.
Yeah.
Because they're hollow form, they've been, there's like a little hole at the bottom where they pushed air into the gold and it filled it out. So they're not solid gold earrings. And oftentimes they're 15 karat because they're from England, so they're not heavy 18 or 22 karat gold earrings. And I just think they're so versatile and fun.
Great. So what's the next category that you're going to show us?
Well, I always like also Victorian necklaces. I am a fan of the necklace that might be 16 or 18 inches. I think they look great over just a plain t-shirt. I think they look great layered under a collared shirt as well. I like it just peeking out to add just a little extra color and style to a look. And so, for instance, today I'm wearing this Etruscan revival dart necklace. So they have these fun acorns that are hanging, all with this really beautiful granulated work on the gold. So the necklace also is really light, but it has movement and it has presence and some style and volume as well that I've seen. I always have several kinds of versions of it. I've had them with darts hanging down. I've had them with spikes and more fringe hanging down. I'm a huge fan of it because, as I said, it lays so nicely to the neck, and it's great with different collar styles.
Yeah,
And
definitely,
yeah,
it lays nicely on like just a plain, like what you're wearing right now, and then also under, peeking out from a white shirt, a t-shirt
yes,
in the summer, a tank top
yes.
in the summer. It's like
Even over a turtleneck in the winter time.
yeah,
And then what I do is to kind of like, um, if I need to add a little bit more style to a necklace like this, I'll add something longer. So Victorian chains, oftentimes they were watch chains, but nowadays we women can wear them and use them as fun chains, layering chains, and chains to hang things from. But this particular one has a slide, and it's very long, and it has the fun tassel at the bottom. So I sometimes like to layer it with a shorter necklace and a longer necklace to give a little bit more style. Of course, women are now, as I said, wearing necklaces that are like this, but having, cool Victorian pendants hanging from it, just to have it, here perhaps. Or I even have another example, which is really pretty. It's this woven, beautifully woven chain that has the place for the locket. This one hangs a locket with a pretty snake.
that's beautiful.
This type of necklace also, I think, is just so easy to throw on with lots of different neck styles. And it looks polished, but it has an edge to it that's not necessarily so discernible. It has texture, and it has smoothness, and oftentimes the bloom of the gold, which is the hue of the gold, is a nice buttery rich tone and not really shiny and not too in your face. So I think Victorian jewelry is always a good style to go to when you want something that just has a little twist that's different from what you may see elsewhere, more commonly elsewhere.
Can I ask about the necklace you just showed us?
Mhm.
So the one that you're wearing is archaeological revival, but Etruscan revival. But the one that you just showed us with the locket, what time period is that from in Victorian? Because there's like 3 different time periods in Victorian, just so our viewers know.
Yeah, I always kind of say this is from late Victorian. In fact, I wonder if the necklace itself is more mid-Victorian, and the pendant itself looks to me to be a bit later because it's a little less, a little more polished
Mm.
in style. So, perhaps it might have been a mix, but I find that when these types of very finely woven chains are done, it was usually more of a mid-Victorian era. What do you think?
That I would agree, and I love the fact that you can mix. People are always scared to mix like different parts, different centuries and different parts of centuries, and you can do
Right.
that if it works. Like you can mix a lot of things. You can mix it with modern jewelry today. But what I love about what you're also showing is you can wear it with very modern clothes. With the
Yeah.
clothes that you would wear today, and that is really important. If you're a collector who wants to wear your jewelry and not just have it for art's sake.
Right, for sure. And I agree with you 100%. I think when you have fun with it and you don't feel so constricted by wanting to match everything very specifically to eras, I think that you really can have fun. Like, for instance, today I decided I often keep on a certain amount of bracelets that I just don't even take off. And this, Cartier nail bracelet is one that stays on, mostly because it's kind of hard to get off. But I decided, I'm going to keep it on, and I'm going to mix it with this enamel snake, because look, the shapes are similar. One was somewhat styled but inspired by the other, I'm sure. And the snake also is an easy to wear Victorian piece of jewelry that's a lot of fun, with this great light blue enamel. It's a pretty color, especially for spring. It's got the diamonds on the head, which is also, a nice accent to what you're wearing. But, nowadays, with Bulgari and those wrap style bracelets, it really evokes that, harkens it back to the snake in Victorian times where, they also wrapped around, and they think they look, quite chic together. So I
They
decided to try.
definitely, yeah, they definitely look chic together. And also, I love the lighter blue. I've seen you have the more navy blue, and
Yes,
this lighter blue one is beautiful.
yes.
I really like that.
And along that, I have to show you this. You'll love this. I have this beautiful Victorian heart with rock crystal. So you can see how the rock crystal makes it see-through on both sides. It's quite dimensional, but it also has that really pretty blue enamel. The great thing about it is that it also is still with its original chain that also has the blue enamel bars in between the chain. I think you can see it there.
Yeah.
Something like this, I think, is like super cool, super fun. You can style it short, you can wear it long, mix it with all your other hearts, whether your hearts are new or old or Art Deco or not. I mean, you know, I just think that something like this, even though it's, you know, probably from 1860, is super modern and fun to wear today.
Yeah, because designers are working in rock crystal today, and that's just an amazing piece of rock crystal. Also, can we just talk about how to tell? I just want to veer off for a second because it made me think about it, because I think I wrote about it in the book. How when I talked about rock crystal is how to tell rock crystal from glass, that rock crystal actually magnifies what you're looking at
Yes.
when you're looking to rock crystal. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, it magnifies, you can look through it. And this one, since it's double-sided, is a little bit harder. So it's almost like as if you were to put two loops next to each other, it's harder to look through. But the other way I kind of, as my quick non-scientific test, is if it's cold. I think it's not necessarily glass or it's not plastic. So that's my other non-scientific test that I check for the rock crystal.
Yeah, no, that one's a beauty, really a beauty.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm so happy with this. And as you know, I love hearts. And that's what the other fun thing about Victorian jewelry is, there's always themes that has been carried through hundreds of years in this style period. Snakes, we've already touched on. Hearts were always found. Flowers were often depicted. Leaf and vines were used. It's a very naturalistic themes throughout, which I also think makes it quite fun to wear today and to find and to study today. You know, it's always a little surprise.
Yeah, and most of the Victorian jewelry of that, you know, that type of jewelry, the hearts, the flowers, the different natural butterflies, they all have symbolism that comes with it as well, which is always so nice. And also stars and crescent moons as well.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So. I think I touched on that maybe in the book, was that it's what's great about collecting Victorian jewelry as well, is when you do understand the symbolism behind it, when you find the perfect piece that resonates with you, there's often many layers of love for it, because it might hold a meaning symbolically as well as aesthetically, which, you know, is so special to find. And again, I'll say it again, Victorian jewelry, I think, is so price approachable for its age. It's not heavily diamond intensive, and it's mostly always exactly the way it was made hundreds of years ago. It hasn't been touched, and yet it's, you know, it's as is, and it's usually a pretty good price compared to buying something brand new that was made yesterday.
Yeah, definitely. And also, because it's not diamond intensive, you still get some, like what you're wearing today, you still can go out, you know, with a black dress in that, and you can wear it to the office. It doesn't have to be diamond intensive to be able to wear it in for different occasions and different events. And I love that also about Victorian jewelry, although there was some really cool Victorian diamond jewelry as well.
100%. I know. I was trying to think of what I had to kind of go along with that. And this one came to me because this is really legitimately was made to be a hairpiece. It has the two prongs in the back, which would have probably, if you had your hair up, would have stuck in to be worn in the back of the hair. So here, these rose cut diamonds are set in gold that have been topped with silver to create this now oxidized look, which looks blackened. But perhaps when it was newly made, it was really white looking. And these flowers are all so charming. And the great thing about this piece is that all of these flowers can screw off. So probably the way it was made was there were pins that also came with this particular hairpiece. So you could individually screw on the flowers onto an individual pin, and you could wear the pin in your hat, or you could wear the pin separately in different parts of the hair. So this piece, although it doesn't have probably its full complement of how it was originally made, is certainly very modern. I can see this at a gala. I can see this for a bride. I could even see, if someone really were interested, we could make these into earrings. So it could be convertible into earrings while maybe not worn in the hair, the person could wear it in their ear. So again, yes, but I also think that this patina also makes it less fancy. You can wear it in your hair, you can wear it out, and people might not know what it is. I mean, it looks like costume perhaps, but it's not. And it's certainly, if you had it in candlelight, you would see the sparkle of the diamonds. It's so much more than you would see it in a costume piece of jewelry. So I just think that, also Victorian 19th century jewelry that is silver top gold is also a really understated but very chic way to wear your diamonds.
Definitely, definitely. And that piece is amazing. I'd love to put my hair up right now.
Yeah.
Try it out. But yeah, and the enchambon brooches from that time
Yes.
period, yeah, they were all really made so well because you can do different things with it. But yeah, it's just a great hairpiece.
Yes, for sure.
So I really appreciate you stopping in. I want to, however, while we're here, show you the book.
That's so great.
Yeah, so I have one preview copy, and this is the Modern Guide to Antique Jewelry, and I think one of your rings is on.
That's right. Yes.
So it's for pre-order on Amazon right now. I'm saying this like every but interestingly, in the UK, we're in the US, but in the UK and in Europe, it's actually coming out this week or next week, and we're not getting it till May because of the pandemic and shipping and all that kind of thing. But it is for pre-order on Amazon right now. So everyone get your books, and you can read all about the Victorian era and what Dana has to say. And I really thank you for stopping by. It was a pleasure as always. And I hope to see you in person again soon.
Me too. Thank you, Beth. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And I might come by and look at some of your things. Because you know how I love a good piece of Victorian jewelry.
Of course. Anytime. Anytime.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right.
Thanks,
bye,
Beth.
Dana. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.